Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Paul Heyman surprisingly turned on both CM Punk and Roman Reigns at WWE WrestleMania 41. Hall of Famer Rikishi recently sent a firm message to the Wiseman after what unfolded at the Show of Shows. Although he served as Reigns' Wiseman and special counsel for nearly 5 years, Heyman stood in the corner of CM Punk in the Second City Saints triple threat match against the OTC and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 41. That came after Punk cashed in the favor the Hall of Famer owed him for tagging with the OG Bloodline for War Games at Survivor Series last November. Heyman seemed to betray Reigns during the match as he handed Punk a chair. However, he delivered a low blow to his best friend before the latter hit the Tribal Chief. When it seemed like the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion would use the chair against Rollins, the Wiseman turned on him and hit him with a low blow, aligning himself with the Visionary. Speaking on his Rikishi Fatu Off the Top podcast, the wrestling legend sent a message to Heyman, stating that he must not be a wise man to betray the OTC. The Hall of Famer told the Wiseman that he had made his choice, and it was now time for the Bloodline to make theirs. "Hey, I don't know what the mindset of Paul. Once, I guess I was wrong cause you must not be a wise man after all. To be able to, turn your back on Roman. We talking about, the cash cow, the god, sells, break box office. And to be able to switch up and, to be with Seth Rollins now, hey, you made your choice. Now, it's time for us to make our choice," he said. 23:22-24:06. Braun Breaker joined Paul Heyman's new WWE faction and wants to face Roman Reigns. Last Monday on Raw, Roman Reigns and CM Punk attempted to attack Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. However, they were taken out by the Visionary and the newest member of his and the Wiseman's faction, Braun Breaker. In a recent interview with Gorilla Position, the former Intercontinental Champion expressed his desire to fight the OTC. He suggested his ideal scenario where he would main event WrestleMania with the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, in probably Dallas, Texas. WrestleMania, in the main event. I feel like he'd be the champion, and I would be the challenger. I don't know, maybe no holds barred? Breaker said. It will be interesting to see what's next for Roman Reigns in WWE after Paul Heyman's betrayal. WrestleMania 41 will be remembered as one of the most shocking nights in WWE history. Amid the dazzling lights, roaring crowd, and career-defining matches, Paul Heyman stunned the world by betraying the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns during his highly anticipated undisputed WWE Universal Championship match against Cody Rhodes. For years, Heyman had been the architect behind Roman's dominance. His quiet manipulations and brilliant strategies helped build the Bloodline into the most dominant faction in WWE history. But on this night, under the biggest spotlight, Heyman stabbed Roman in the back, handing Cody the victory and ending an era. The betrayal left fans speechless. It left Roman Reigns alone, vulnerable, and it woke up forces that had long remained in the shadows. One such force was none other than WWE Hall of Famer and real-life Bloodline patriarch, Rikishi. Rikishi breaks his silence. Just 24 hours after the shocking events of WrestleMania, Rikishi took to social media to deliver a chilling, firm message to Paul Heyman. Sitting in a darkened room, the former Intercontinental Champion spoke in a low, deliberate tone, his eyes hidden behind signature sunglasses. "You can fool a lot of people, Paul," Rikishi began. "You fooled the world when you stood by Roman's side. You fooled my family into believing you were one of us. But you never fooled me." The intensity in Rikishi's voice was undeniable. Every word carried weight, not as a wrestler, but as a family elder. "You crossed a line that can't be uncrossed," Rikishi continued. "And now you will deal with the repercussions. Bloodline business is family business, and you are no family." The video quickly went viral, amassing millions of views. Fans speculated wildly about what Rikishi meant. Was he hinting at appearing on SmackDown? Was he rallying other family members to confront Heyman? Or was something even bigger brewing? Rikishi ended the video with a final warning. "Actions have consequences. Retribution is coming. And you won't see it until it's too late." Backstage reactions: the Bloodline is not dead. According to backstage reports, Rikishi's words weren't just empty threats. Multiple sources inside WWE revealed that real-life members of the Anoa'i family were furious about the storyline betrayal. In character or not, the betrayal was deeply personal to many of them. One anonymous source said, Roman is family. What Paul Heyman did wasn't just a storyline move to some people backstage, it felt like a real betrayal. Rikishi's video? That wasn't just hype. That was personal business. Another insider hinted that several second and third generation stars, names like Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and even younger cousins, were ready to step into the spotlight to restore honor to the Bloodline's legacy. There's real momentum to have Rikishi lead a reformed bloodline, the source added. Not built on strategy and mind games like Heyman, but built on family loyalty. Heyman's response: arrogance as a shield. As expected, Paul Heyman didn't stay silent for long. On Monday Night Raw, just one night after WrestleMania, Heyman appeared backstage, smugly brushing off Rikishi's warning. In a now infamous promo, Heyman grinned slyly and said, "Rikishi, you want to teach me about consequences? About repercussions? I wrote the playbook on betrayal long before you backed up your Cadillac to hit Stone Cold Steve Austin." The crowd erupted in boos, but Heyman only smirked harder. "You think your family scares me? I built the Bloodline into a dynasty. Without me, Roman Reigns would still be struggling for respect. Without me, your proud legacy would be a dusty old relic." Heyman's words fanned the flames, almost daring Rikishi and any other Bloodline members to retaliate. Teasing the repercussions, a new Bloodline emerges? In the days following the escalating tension, WWE began teasing a massive family summit on SmackDown. Official graphics showed a silhouette of Rikishi with the caption, "The Bloodline rises again." Speculation exploded online. Would Rikishi return to TV full-time to lead a new generation? Would he recruit Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Zilla Fatu, and even others like Lance Anoa'i to form a true Bloodline 2.0? One particularly juicy rumor suggested that Rikishi might even step back into the ring for one more match, possibly to deliver a final, crushing stinkface to Heyman himself. Another hinted at a Bloodline tribunal, a Samoan council on-screen segment where Heyman would be put on trial for his betrayal. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns' status remained mysterious. Nursing injuries, storyline and otherwise, after his brutal WrestleMania match, Reigns had not been seen publicly. But insiders promised that Roman was watching everything unfold, and that when he returned, it would not be as a humble, fallen champion. It would be as a man with vengeance burning in his soul. And it was likely Rikishi would be there, guiding him back to the top the Samoan way, no manipulation, no cowardice. Only honor and power. Conclusion: this is far from over. In a business built on twists and betrayals, Paul Heyman's backstabbing of Roman Reigns might be one of WWE's most personal storylines yet. And Rikishi's involvement adds a chilling authenticity that fans can ignore. This isn't just a wrestling feud anymore. This is family warfare. And in the words of Rikishi himself, "You will deal with the repercussions. One way or another." As WWE heads deeper into 2025, one thing is clear: the Bloodline story isn't ending. It's only just beginning a new, dangerous chapter.